come over this way. So the best way to start a Best of France and Italy car show is by showcasing a palette cleanser. This is a C30 Polestar with the 6-speed. So somebody really liked it enough to get the 6-speed. I think it's great. Just look at it. Nice, right? Here, I got Brett on camera. Say hi to everyone, Brett. This is actually Brett's first car show. Can you believe that? Oh, the man's 21 years young. First big car show. So, Brett, you worked at Volvo and you said you got to drive one of these.
Yeah, I got to drive actually 2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah, that were manual.
You've never actually driven a C30, so you've got more experience than I do.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
Well, we'll take a pass around and we'll show you all the... We'll just look around at all the cool little Italian and French cars that are here. I don't know much about them, but we'll hang out and have some coffee and read what there is to read and see who we see.
Cool.
There's some cool stuff I can tell just by... They're playing the soundtrack to Amélie, which is great. Look at all these. Just so many. So, lots and lots and lots of Roadsters. Do you know which coach builder this is? What? Inazione.
I don't
know what the coach builder is with the F. I forgot. Was it Pininfarina? Now, if you had to choose, this could be a good opportunity to ask you some questions. If you had to choose between a car that had a perfect exterior with paint, but the seats were unrestored and ripped up, or if it had a beautiful soft interior, but the outside was faded and patinaed and rusty looking, a little bit like Ivy, which would you choose?
I'd rather have the ripped up interior, but have a really nice looking body.
So you'd prefer the body over the interior?
So I could show you...
is this a Berlinetta? No. Is this the 2000? Julia, that's it. I said Berlinetta and I could feel that was the wrong answer.
Well, Berlinetta,
That's like the sedans.
Is a sedan. That's
Yeah.
actually what Berlinetta is.
So the 2600 is right over here.
Wow, this one's cool. A lot of good racing here.
Yeah, the 2600.
Oh, look at the hatch on this one. The Junior Z. Yeah, this one's real swoopy and beautiful. Actual size. 4-lug. The F was Pininfarina?
Yes.
Cool.
That's
Nice.
one thing I've definitely figured out today.
You know, it's funny, it took me so long to realize that.
I liked it better when you thought the F was cut.
All right, let's get out of their way and just keep moving on. This is a 2600. This is a hardtop convertible, which is really cool. Now, it's got a brand new interior.
It's been restored.
And this one's built by Touring, so it's got the little T badge here. Quite nice. Now, this is a really beautiful car, and you don't see a lot of them. Sure, I'd love to. Triple Solex, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little bit of work on one of these, so I got to have a taste of the madness of old engineering. So, it's just kind of amazing how big this inline 6 is because it's got the dual overhead cams.
Yeah.
Ivy's able to have a small engine because it's all push rods and single line, so one camshaft down below.
This has what, 2?
So I have 2 big cams up top. If I have that right. So huge, but really cool. And this one's a 1966. Now, if you've been watching for any amount of time, you know I love a good flip light, and this is like the halfway point. And I'd love to see how these lights go up. I'm not so sure if they do. It might just be static like that. Yeah. That's a cool outfit, straight out of Old Testament. Maybe not that far back, but it's a beautiful little car.
So you'd like seeing all the Italian cars? It brings back some memories. Fiats.
Oh, and you haven't seen these yet. Talking about Jay Leno at a car show in the Valley is kind of like talking about Joe Rogan when you're on a podcast. just seems to keep coming up. And you know what? I think we should stop referring to him by his first initial. All right, this has caught my eye immediately. It looks like the old 61 Chrysler that has the really big grill, and it's just gorgeous with the two slanted lights on either side. It's nice. It's nice to see, you know, how this looks small next to the 500. See? It's not even an Abarth. Okay, all right, I'll bite. But but then you put this next to an old Mercedes, and the Mercedes dwarfs it. No, this is dwarfed by the Mercedes. And then I think I said this in the other video. You put the Mercedes next to an American car, and the American car is literally twice the size. It's just so funny.
Didn't know Fiat made newer convertibles.
This is actually a Miata with a Fiat. I don't want to say makeover. It's a little bit more than that, but they basically take the Miata,
This is cool.
add different panels to it, and then put the Abarth engine in it, which is a 1.5 turbo, if I have that right. And then it's the turbo Miata.
I like it.
The only time Mazda made a turbo Miata was the
2002.
No, it was the Mazda Speed, I think 10th anniversary. Here's an Abarth. Straight out of the factory, they'll have a beautiful sound. Just listen to this. You can hear the little turbo whistle and everything. All right.
They would carry the charge.
More than old cars, I tend to really gravitate toward anything that's old and green. So look at you.
¿Cuánto pesa? I think I gotta change that answer about the car.
Interior versus exterior?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the interior.
The interior? Well, you spend all your time driving inside.
Yeah, so you want to be sitting somewhere comfortable and enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
If you the outside, you could always get that finished.
But let me tell you, when it comes to showing the car, I think the exterior definitely is what
Yes.
gets the attention. And driving around town, the exterior kind of grabs or doesn't.
It's the enjoyment of the car.
Yeah.
Is being inside the car.
You ever seen the Subaru microcar? It looks like this, but it's
I don't think I've ever seen.
probably even smaller. You could just lift it up and move it. It's essentially a go-kart, but look how cool.
Fun.
Wow.
Teapot.
I know, there's so little space in here. It's funny, because I used to think that you could have full stretch of your arms in an old car.
Yeah.
Now, why do we have so many Fiats that survived? I don't mean at the show, but I mean out in the wild. Is it because they just made so many of them that it's inevitable? Or is it because they're actually
Kind of cool.
well
Yeah.
built? Can't say that straight. Anyway,
This is cool.
yeah. They call these velocity stacks, and they kind of, the rounded shape helps to sort of force the air in, and the faster you can get the air in, the faster and better it'll atomize through the carburetor. And
I built a little
performance.
four-cylinder engine.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
for your birthday you got like a small model of a 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I don't have a lot to offer with Fiat, so we'll make our way over to the Ferrari section, and from there, there's all of the part swaps. So why don't we just appreciate, you know, I know how old Volvo guys do part swaps, and let's see how this works for a contrast.
Nice meeting you, Cameron. Thanks. What do these fit?
This is the list of
Oh, that's nice. A list of what fits. $100 for the book on touring. I was about to ask about the grill.
Yeah.
They have the old Alpha grill. Cool, really nice. I think Lancia and Alpha, they probably passed by a couple of different hands. You know, Fiat's the big company that probably is the largest of them now. 10 for $1, not bad. Anyway, I should be careful because I don't really know what I'm getting at here, but every decade of these can be like a different, can be like a different snapshot of the quality that you see both in the car, in the literature for the car, etc., etc. I love this little plant. Do you know what it's called?
No.
It was something like a duck bill or duck feather. I don't remember. I think.
Oh, look at the little car lights.
Yeah. Can you find me a Volvo Amazon?
You know that big one that looks like a dragon? They're making a Hot Wheels car out of it.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, next year.
So that means that this is probably a real car.
yeah.
That could be a real car. Oh, nice. Hey, these aren't too bad either. $20 for German plate, 35 for the French,
That'd be a lot
40
more
for the
than
green. Oh, I like this green and white one. Shoot, that matches Ivy. Maybe I should get it.
that. It's cool.
What country do we have here?
I'm sure it's Swedish, not a.
I know, that's the thing, is I've got a Swedish plate on it now, so it's fitting, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't remove it, but that's fun. I have a whole bunch of license plates. Black tape for $8. Look at that. I have a growing stack, and I'm just not sure what I want to do with all of them. Mm-hmm. 30 bucks for a set? That's not so bad. I'm gonna guess mid-70s.
I say 80s.
Very electronic.
80s.
Oh, it could be. CBA. CBA is a French company. Hella. CBA. Hella. Almost exclusively. Oh, the Le Sabrilator. Why would you want a full logo when you can just have part? All right.
Jay Johnson's here.
There's a Fiat triple carburetor setup. More Hot Wheels. Any Volvos? Any Volvos? Any Volvos? Any Volvos?
While I was driving it, like I
1939 World's Fair. That is a great plate.
Yeah.
A really nice find. I really like old photos like this.
I like the little miniature models of that.
I want to know the story of this.
I got this from his estate. He died a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was very young. Dick Goldstrand is a builder of Corvettes,
Okay.
and he raced all over the world. And he ended up teaching people how to drive race cars as
Yeah.
well.
And what would you like for the print?
The print is $40.
Okay.
And I don't think you will see it ever again. I just opened it, and you right away you asked. I'm sure that if I would have had this morning, I would have sold it. You know, it's just such a weird image, compelling image, and because of the SO and everything, you can tell.
Any idea which car's behind him?
Oh, it's a Corvette.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
I can tell
year?
right away. It's a 64, maybe a 65.
Oh, right after they stopped the split window, the split rear.
Right. 64 to 67 has this window. My favorite design of all time is this car. You know,
Well, thanks for the story.
no problem.
Good luck.
Thank you.
This is cool. Little DB5. I love old memorabilia, man. Nice, nice. This is fun. All the little windshield bladders. And look at
Porsche.
I found out this morning that until 1992, France required all cars to have a yellow tint in the light bulb. So it's either the bulb would be yellow or the lens would be yellow. Oh, I love lighting. Those are the 762s that I think I have on Bruce. Yeah. Let's see. $250 for the set. That's not bad, man. If you needed,
with the yellow bulbs.
yeah, it's these two right here.
Yeah, I see right there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Except you have a little pointed thing at the end.
Mine don't have the vertical lines because they're not new old stock. They're more like the smooth one right there.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Cool, and I love the spin-on
I like the little mirrors.
hubs. Oh, 672. I said 762. Yeah, this is the one that I have.
Yeah, for
The
Bruce.
672. Yeah. Man, these are the $20 ones, and that's $140 for the. Whoosh.
Where? Oh wow.
Yeah. I didn't know Hot Wheels could get that crazy.
I didn't even realize it was that expensive.
Oh my goodness. So many of these. Why are there so many of them?
Why are there so many Ferrari ones?
They're all the yellow Ferrari.
I know.
But it's what model?
Ferrari
348.
348, and what's this one? This is a
3F355.
yep.
Okay.
I'm not a biologist. Follow your dream. It's
That's
the
so
best.
nice. It's 165.
My pleasure.
They say originals. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm really appreciating this.
Well, let me give you a card or two. That's our website.
Thank you.
This is a presentation booth. We're not selling anything today.
More memorabilia. Little Bentley watch over here. We'll show you the Ferraris in just a sec.
Keep them.
Yeah, I
them
know.
go.
Yeah, life's too short to drive boring cars. That's what I
Hi, what do you think?
Hi, Brett.
I like it.
Excellent.
All right. Yeah, these are nice. Thank you for the card.
Thank you. Check
Sure.
us out online. Take care.
Brett, do you know this logo here?
The whole lot of them.
Rolls Royce.
There it is.
Doing something like.
I really enjoy these old ones.
Well, ironically,
I like the old
we went
BMW
for
ones.
shooter up in the middle and killed Jim Clark.
Oh, that's quite a nice plate.
Ran over with a rabbit or
I just keep getting rice stuck in those little pieces, you know, every time I have my dinner,
and it was
my
the
TV
first
dinner.
load of it, but tubeless tires.
Do you know what these are for?
Without a safety
Ratchet,
net. So when
turning
he
the
was going down
lug nuts on
straightaway,
the wheel.
tire stayed up.
Not just like the center hub.
Center hub, that's
Yeah.
The tire came off and they said if he couldn't, nobody could have saved the car. and he hit the tree, and here is how weird the life is. My buddy was just at the Nuremberg.
I know that I know.
I want to show you the cool story.
Went around it, and there's a gym, they put a new gym club
out of all the
memorial.
Ferraris.
When they cleared the weeds in the shed to put the memorial in, there was a stump right in the same spot.
Oh, they got pod racers,
I don't
Batmobiles,
see any,
or as we say here, the best of France and Italy, the Batmobile. That was dumb.
Hi there.
Hello. We're trying to find the old Volvo station wagon, and that's a needle in a haystack at a show like today.
Yeah, remember this is the Italian and French car show.
Yeah, but hey, there's the Type 34 right here, Volkswagen. Those
Yeah.
are really nice. It's green.
Is it Alfa
When was the
Romeo?
last time we saw a green DB5?
Oh, wow. This is a Targa cover of FNO Galetto ISO. I can't speak. It's basically 3 different cars. There's a
Show that interior.
right now just trading in the stock. Little seat back there.
My favorite thing about this is that it has genuine Barani wire wheels. Look at these wheels.
Ferrari 225.
Paint job's incredible, isn't it?
Absolute favorite car. Out of all the Ferraris, it's my favorite one.
Let's see the front.
That's it. Really shows the 60s look. Looks like a little bit like a Porsche.
You know what I think of when I see these is the early P1800s, the Jensens that have the bullhorn bumpers, but if they were to cut short and keep the mouth a little understated and like this, it's very similar in design if you think about it. But that's why we like it. It's Italian design of the 60s. It's gorgeous. We just like the Swedish reliability. How cute. This is a 308 GTS. And one of the things I've really appreciated about Ferrari is their gated shifters. I think that's really neat. Look at that, air conditioning in the center console. We have an old prop plane that's been gracing us with its exhaust fumes and noises.
There's a couple old. They're newer ones, but if I were to buy a modern Ferrari, it'd be one of those over there at the far right corner.
It's no surprise when you say best of Italy, it is going to be a line of red Ferraris because they're so beautiful and appreciated by
You don't
everyone.
really see many black Ferraris except
Red, black, white. Have you seen other colors that aren't
there's
custom?
a silver one.
Silver? There's a metallic blue,
And then there's another one right down over there.
and there's a silver one. That silver one, I really like it actually.
I like it
I forget
too.
what it was, like a 455 or something. Look at the size of these ceramic brakes.
So big.
Wow. Or is it carbon? Carbon ceramic, composite, banana caliper? What do I know? The lug nuts are a huge Torx, probably like a Torx 70 or something, 60. That's a camera or that's an LED? Maybe it's both. Cool little handle, huh? These are old driving gloves, and I like that. They're actual genuine driving gloves. And there's the gated shifter. You see how each of the spots has got a nice slot for it?
1, 2, 3.
Pretty cool, huh? Well, we'll all be getting into these as life goes on because they're really cool cars. Wow, this is big. This is neat. This is the
one if I could.
yeah. Some people call it a wagon. Some people call it a touring. Some people call it a shooting brake.
Rifle or shooting.
I call it midlife crisis. Hopefully get to keep it in the divorce. Yikes, don't be cynical, car. That was dumb too. I'm full of dumb jokes.
V8. It's this fat SUV. It's like the
Shooting brake. 2-door hatch. I would not go so far as to say SUV. That little That's downright offensive. Okay, look at these. Oh man. Front engine, and it's huge. A 75 Espada. So this is one of 1,217. There's 55 cars that were made with the TorqueFlite transmission, and this V12 engine that we're staring at, 350 horsepower. That was a lot for the 70s.
My car almost has 250 horsepower.
The funny thing about this one, recently owned by the royal family of Kuwait, and it was on display in their 1,000 car museum for 10 years, and it had to go through a major overhaul. So it's good to see that the Kuwaiti royal family drove it into the desert sand or something like that. Look at this. With such a broad dashboard, they put the little dash vents up on top. Isn't that interesting? This is neat.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah.
And this is one of the older ones here.
That's why they always have extras on everything.
Another Espada.
Look how practical this one is.
What do you say that for?
Stick 4 people in it. Like,
Oh, yeah, I wonder if they have headroom. Then again, people might have been a little smaller in the 70s. Interesting, the little accordion bumper on this one. That's cool. I think I remember driving this in Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit,
wait, you driven one?
in the games.
Oh, they did change the name.
Now, always a fan favorite.
Countach. Yep.
Yep. Always a fan favorite to have a Countach. I always think of the scene from, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the scene of Leonardo DiCaprio putting his sneakers up on the door as he's like rolling out of one of these,
Yeah, you're talking about the one.
getting a little wasted. The white one in Wolf of Wall Street, I think it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Beautiful interior though. Look at the red and white.
He ends up crashing it after being on drugs.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He crashed it.
Yeah, he crashed it and he thought it was complete driving safe. And when he was off the drugs, he looks at it and it's destroyed. It's crashed in so many cars.
The Di Tommaso Pantera.
This is cool. Look at that.
So
Engine's
similar,
up
right?
in front.
A lot of time, I imagine, is spent from the owners of the De Tomaso going, no, it's not a Lamborghini, it's a De Tomaso.
What is it?
Not a Lamborghini. Ooh, the paint on this one really catches my eye. But when you're looking at the Countach, this is a funny photo. There's all the red cars, the De Tomaso, the Lamborghinis, and then the row of the Ferraris. This has a really nice pearl to it. And the hood sits up a little bit on the rear. I wonder if that means it's not shut.
Where's Mr. Chen?
Everything made in Italy.
Let's show, now it's time for the Juggernaut class. All the way around, but not here yet. This is basically a dragon. It's a custom build to serve as an homage to older giant cars. Each of the pistons in this 14-liter engine weighs as much, or is the size of a 2-pound coffee can, and it runs with the reliability of a locomotive. It's chain-driven, and there's actually some videos online. This was on Jay Leno's Garage, the TV show, YouTube show. Beautiful, though. Vintage fire truck. The Bestioni. La Bestioni, that's Italian for the Bestioni. Look at the chain down here.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Now you can appreciate this. Oh, I can appreciate this. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen at home? Is this pre-war? Nope. 1953. The IFA F9 is a passenger car model of the Industrial Association vehicle construction of the German Democratic Republic. The car is a 3-cylinder, 2-stroke engine. The bubble roof here is very reminiscent of the gullwing Mercedes. And this is a Zagato build. This must be the very exclusive line here. These are all one of a kind, really. This we could say is pre-war. Split windshield, for sure. Perhaps even mid-war. Peugeot. Fantastic. A paper license plate. Oh, did you drive in today? I sure hope so. Well, there's no dead opossum in here, but it's definitely a survivor. Wow, look at the bar of the seat. This is a 1935. The Peugeot 302, I think. And they're off. And Le Citroën. Is this a 2CV Citroën used by Melina Havelock in For Your Eyes Only? One of my favorite movies. Yep, I think I'd like to have one of these if I had to choose one. Just because of the feeling you get from watching the film. I think I understand now the battery's getting low here, but we'll just take a quick pass around, and if I see anything interesting, I'll point it out. A Renault 1964 CB. The Renault Turbo, is that right? Yeah, everyone really... A little schwinn. Yeah, you schwinn some, you lose some. Look at the track on this. It's commanding probably a 5.5 foot track. Group B racing was very dangerous and only lasted a few years, but it was definitely some of the best racing. I think the early 80s to mid 80s, Volvo had a Group B 242 that they built in, I think, 1984. To qualify for Group B, you had to homologate or create enough that was accessible to the public of a car, have like a proper production car. I think that's what homologate means. And there were 500 Group B 242s built. They had a spoiler, they had I think a higher compression engine with an intercooler before the intercooler was mainstream for the 242 turbos. Oh look, here's the man himself, Mr. Denham. Cool. Being well known is good for networking. Nice paint on this one. It's a very modern looking paint. The Peugeot 304. I have Fiat parts. That's good to know. And I like the color of this one quite a bit. Gold wheels with like this greenish gray. Putting the model number on the hood is actually quite a nice touch. Oh look, there he is. Cool. And here we are. How cute are the Citroens though? Notice how far back the engine is here. Fantastic. And there's a drive pulley with a little guibo here connecting the front end with all the accessories. Amazing. Yeah, if you were gonna pick a classic one, this is the one. Beautiful.
See when I bring the MG now. Bonjour Nono, bonjour Michel. Ça va Michel? Ça fait plaisir de te voir.
So what model are you? An underwear model. All right. Thanks, bud.